Welcome to Highway 395.
Well, I actually just picked up a hitchhiker.
Where I've been living out of my Subaru Forester for the past several weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Highs, lows, and a day in the life of someone who lives in their car.
And now that I've entered an active bear area, there's really no better time for me to cook a hamburger out of the tailgate of my vehicle.
I'm out in the middle of the desert. The sun is going down, and I don't know what I'm looking for. A girl in a minivan with a bunch of surfboards in it just flagged me down and told me that there's a creepy old man, quote unquote, over where I was gonna try to go tonight. So I'm gonna park up right here. We'll go in the morning. Morning. Well, at least for me, it's a pretty good morning if I can start the day in my swimsuit, which I am. I'm headed to a hot spring where I stayed close by overnight. We're gonna see if I can get any shots for you guys there. You know, sometimes people aren't always decent. Wow, what a way to start the day. Okay, not gonna lie, it does smell a little bit like cow poop over here, which is disgusting. I'm certain there are probably cows that come through here. It's a good thing that there's a shower on the docket today. What else? Well, the next thing we're gonna do is head out for a hike that's actually just right over there. Beautiful hike. Then we're gonna head down into Bishop, take care of a few things, and continue on further south into Lone Pine for some adventures. Well, that was a great soak, but now it's time to towel off, change, and slip into hiking mode. Hiking mode takes us across the 395 to Convict Lake, which earned its name in 1971 after a deadly shootout between escaped Nevada convicts and a posse. Mono County Sheriff Robert Morrison was killed, and a nearby peak now bears his name. This trail starts out with a paved, accessible trail, lots of entry points for fishing, a couple of picnic tables, and pretty well shaded. It is going to transition to a dirt trail, but this is a really nice area for young people, old people, or people with mobility issues. Let's go wide. Yeah, baby. Hello. Oh, I don't like that. Did you hear that dog? Whew. I thought it was gonna bite me. Crossing. There we go. Trail is over here. Oh, one more? Or here. I think I can go this way. No! We're gonna send it. Who cares? Just don't slip in the mud.
So long, I'm here. There's enough for you.
All right, I'm back. Whew. I had it at 2.25 miles because I didn't clock the parking lot area on this side of the lake. It took me 45 minutes. I did a little bit of running on the flats and the downhill. Did a little bit of getting out of people's way. Did a little bit of stopping to film. But I'm happy with that, and that's a great hike in this area. It's so accessible. Convict Lake is a really pretty area. It's just right off the 395, and you can camp there. There's a campground. There's also a resort. I think they host different events. They have a restaurant, and there's a marina where you can rent everything from a stand-up paddleboard to a pontoon boat. So really cool recreation opportunities there. And of course, there's the hike, which I've done many a times. Also, on the far end of the lake, the loop trail links up with another trail, and that is a trailhead for backpacking. You can go to Mildred Lake, Dorothy Lake, up through that area. Yeah, we're gonna head into Bishop right now. I've got some things to do, some people to see, and we got a hitchhiker. Well, I actually just picked up a hitchhiker and took him from Convict Lake down to Bishop. He's trying to get all the way to Whitney Portal, but I couldn't take him that far. I've got to stop in Bishop and get some things done. So now I have to reassemble the car because I cleared the seat so I can bring him down. I already know that some of you will be really alarmed with the idea of me picking up a hitchhiker. He was a through hiking aspirant trying to hike the John Muir Trail and got injured. And in this area, picking up hitchhikers that are through hikers is really normal. And in fact, when I go to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, I'm going to have to hitchhike. It's just the kind of like the only way to get in and out of more remote trailhead areas into the town. Town days for me often include a lot of different errands and a coffee shop where I'll get some work done. In this case, I needed to pick up some things for a backpacking trip I was heading out on the next day and was looking to get some information from the Public Lands Office. If you've been watching my videos recently where I have been in the Eastern Sierra, you probably noticed that I tend to go into Bishop a lot, and that's because it's one of the biggest towns here along the 395 of this section, and they really have the biggest selection of businesses and groceries and best gas prices because of that. And so I do gravitate to Bishop quite often. I wanted to do a couple of other things here in Bishop. I want to go into one of the sporting goods stores here that I really enjoy. It's called Eastside. There's maybe a couple of bars that I want to pick up, and I kind of want to look for a different hat just to see. I actually don't hate this. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, I think this is good. Just like, should be ventilated. See vents. Keeps me a little bit more shaded. People have been telling me to get one of these. Or a hat, like a butter hat. It's adjustable. I wear a size large. I got a big old head. I think it's gonna be great. Can't wait to try it out tomorrow. no luck. You can only buy a shower if you're staying here. So we head south, and there's a place, a gas station, I think I can get a shower at further south. South down the 395, I do need to mention that although there are not very many rangers in this area, there are a lot of police. California Highway Patrol, county sheriff, town police are very, very active, so no speeding on the 395 corridor. They love to give tickets.
So I'll keep on heading south down the 395 to the next town of Big Pine, where I can allegedly get a shower. If you're a regular follower of my channel, you may realize that I am a member of Planet Fitness and regularly shower there. However, the nearest Planet Fitness to this area is in Fresno. With the price of gas in California, might as well be on another planet. Call me Katy Perry and send me to space. Hi, can I buy a shower?
Just one take.
Gonna get clean! Right. Clothing. Shower bag. Something to wear. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Ooh. I literally don't know if this is gonna make me dirtier or cleaner. Ooh. It's locked. Oh my gosh. Abject horror. What is this place called? Bates Motel in Big Pine if you need a shower. I need a few minutes to process what has just transpired.
You get a fast car. I wanted to get you anywhere. Maybe we make a deal.
The elk wanted their showers too.
Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
I don't know why, but I think that's low-key a little bit more sanitary than the shower I just took.
You get a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store.
The next town we come to along the 395 is the small town of Independence, formerly known as Little Pine. I'm actually not joking. It was renamed Independence in 1861 by a man named Charlie Putnam, and I imagine he wanted independence from Big Pine. While I'm not stopping for a visit today, Manzanar Historic Site, run by the National Park Service, stands as a solemn reminder of a dark chapter in American history. Here, over 10,000 Japanese Americans were unjustly incarcerated during World War II. Today, it honors their resilience and reminds us to never let fear silence justice. I have a video documenting my previous visit here, which I will link. Alright, first we hit Bishop, then Big Pine, then the former Little Pine, which is now Independence, and now Lone Pine. The town of Lone Pine, California is really interesting. It has a film history of Western films in an area just west of town called the Alabama Hills. It also has the commanding overreach view of the highest point in the contiguous United States, Mount Whitney. I'm driving through an area called Movie Road right now in the Alabama Hills. It is really cool. All these rock formations and then looking up at Mount Whitney. It's really a special place. There are a couple of small hikes here. I've done them before. Not doing it today. In fact, I am getting really tired. I only got a few nights sleep last night. wait, a few hours of sleep last night. Ooh. So the Alabama Hills is a dispersed camping area, and I believe it is still free. However, now it's regulated and requires a permit, which I think is a really good thing because it was getting overrun for a while. Now they only release the same number of permits as they have like available camping spots.
The road I have to drive up. I'm not sure how to get there, but that's it right there.
You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills. Instead of drinking late at the bar, see more your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. Take your fast car and keep on driving. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged.
Well, I have been waiting all day long to eat dinner, and I'm super excited to have a hamburger. And now that I've entered an active bear area, there's really no better time for me to cook a hamburger out of the tailgate of my vehicle. You know? Okay, I'm feeding the haters more than anything.
Fly away, you gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way.